Hello, hello. I'm Ray Deutsch, and welcome back to In Other Words. We've got a great show for you tonight, so let's just dive right into it. President Biden recently made a big announcement that he hopes to have all troops removed out of Afghanistan by September 11th of this year. He plans to withdraw the troops the same way I planned on going to Harvard. A wild declaration of fact that I later realized is actually kind of hard and didn't have the stamina to follow through on like Elle Woods. We expect Biden will relocate these troops to the Cracker Barrel in Washington, D.C. to scare away those dang kids trying to ruin my godforsaken meal. No, let's have some faith. This administration promises to not redeploy troops until Biden needs to, distract the public from whatever scandal he inevitably will stem from his legendary shoulder rubs. This is great, but I'm still going to get emails from Sergeant Louis about risking my life overseas in order to get a 20% discount on my tuition, right? I'll miss him. Let's not forget, Biden isn't the only politician associated with this war. In fact, I bet Bush has more attachment to this war than he does with his own children. It was reported that Cheney suffered from his 25th heart attack when this story broke. Try as God might, that man will never die. Speaking of things that might give Republicans a heart attack this week, Biden is researching expanding the Supreme Court, which has many Republicans crying that Democrats are court packing. When girl boss Justice Amy Coney Barrett was asked about her opinion on the court packing, she said, "Not to worry, as a mother of 7, I'm an excellent packer. The technique is rolling the clothing so you can fit more in." Nancy Pelosi shot the proposal down because apparently she believes Justice Beerkeg and Nurse Ratched are doing just fine interpreting the laws of the land. Now, I'm not the least bit informed on what expanding the Supreme Court would look like, so just imagine making a total of 10 justices, having a tie, which results in some sort of dual 5-on-5 basketball game. I heard Justice Sonia Sotomayor has been practicing her free throws. Maybe the two writers, the majority and the dissenting opinion, have a one-on-one Super Smash Bros. Justice Amy Coney Barrett plays as Daisy, and Clarence Thomas plays as Pikachu. Former Bachelor Colton Underwood came out as gay this week, which was an incredible act of courage. I'm happy for him, but the real question is, who is this man? Is he Carrie Underwood's brother? Why didn't they sing together? I'm confused. The next Bachelor star has announced he will be joining the cast over Twitter, following by a quick "no homo though" tweet. Speaking of single queens, Prince Philip's funeral was this week. The Queen said that she would have loved to be there, but she had other plans. Seeing as the royal family together makes me think maybe we should just have a dating show, just for their heir on the throne to pick which siblings and first cousins to marry. Gross. Of course, Philip was the one who planned the whole boring affair. What a square. At least let your loved ones vibe to some Pitbull or something. Not again. I don't want to buy a vacuum cleaner. Please stop calling this number.
No, Ray, it's me, Jay Nanda. I wanted to actually put my 2 cents in about the monologue, if that was okay. Wow, that was incredibly rude.
What do you have to say, Jay? I have plans to call my representatives about the ongoing conflict in Venezuela.
Okay, I'll be brief, all right? Did you hear about Macaulay Culkin and Brenda Song having a baby?
That's amazing. Muzzle to them both. I'm sure that the next month Disney Plus will probably want to release that birthing video or something quirky.
This is nothing to joke about. All right, this child has been born with the mark of the beast. He will see the world remade with blood and fire. We can do nothing to stop it. Only embrace oblivion.
Okay, weird. I expect those 2 ex-child stars to pump out a militia of future Disney Nickelodeon actors. Brenda, we need you now more than we did in Wendy Wu Homecoming Warrior.
I want more for this child. I want this baby to follow after his uncle and be a film actor who doesn't do like the kid kind of stuff and stars in edgy stuff rather, like Scott Pilgrim vs. the World and She's All That.
I love Kieran Culkin, but Jay, you gotta get out more.
Yeah, I know. I'll go do that.
Good plan. Okay, well, that was the second strangest conversation I've had this week. We'll be right back with some more In Other Words.
Welcome back to In Other Words. I'm High School Musical enthusiast Anna Trussell, joined by Wattpad user Emma Froling and Fun Socks fan Hannah Deschalais. The CDC has recently paused the Johnson & Johnson COVID vaccine after reports of it causing blood clots. What did I tell you about trusting those J names, guys? I told you.
Johnson & Johnson is just so quirky, so crazy, giving people blood clots. You can't take them anywhere.
They paused an effective vaccine in response to 6 people getting blood clots. But this seems brash. It's like birth control. Blood clots, nausea, mood swings, cramps, fatigue, weight gain, and sweating. are all just part of the process. You just got to get over the hump.
People are going to be very upset to find out they've just been injected with 8-year-old baby oil from their grandmother's house.
Fact. Johnson & Johnson made blood clots a side effect for women who are on hormonal birth control in order to prevent them from preventing pregnancies, because they need to expand their market for their Johnson & Johnson baby shampoo.
That was a lot. Are you okay?
I'm great.
J&J is also the name of my favorite sandwich, strawberry jelly and strawberry jelly. I don't even use bread to make it. All you need is a functional hand and a functional jar of strawberry jelly.
That one keeps getting me. Johnson & Johnson, more like knucklehead and knucklehead. I haven't experienced joy in my life.
Are you okay?
No.
Oh, Johnson & Johnson only had one shot, but they missed their chance to blow.
They expect the J&J vaccine to come back next week after 8 days of being off the market, meaning the COVID vaccine has now had a longer break than IC students.
Don't worry, everybody. Johnson & Johnson will be selling their revolutionary blood thinner medication to help those affected by the vaccine. Now available at $1,000 a tablet. Ah, capitalism at its finest.
I didn't realize you could just take Tylenol. This is making me happy that I got Pfizer. Pfizer, I barely know her.
Speaking of reliable things calling it quits, celebrity couple J-Rod have officially broken up.
J-Rod?
Yeah, you know the famous coupling of Jennifer Lopez and Alex Rodriguez?
Wow, that's so crazy that they broke up.
I bet you Hannah doesn't know who they are. Yeah, it's been super upsetting. Mainly because I just learned they were a couple like 10 seconds ago. It's been a real roller coaster of emotions.
Oh, Alex Rodriguez is a baseball player. Yikes. No wonder him and J-Lo broke up. Like, could you imagine J-Lo going to a baseball game? They're boring as heck.
How could he let a shawty like that go? Did he see Hustlers? J-Lo in that movie had me questioning everything I once thought I knew.
Well, it was reported that Lopez was the one who decided to call it quits after Rodriguez denied using performance-enhancing drugs in bed. Damn, Roy, while trying to run away from the needle, you ran right into a little blue pill.
Roy. That's why you never date a baseball man. They just want to run around the bases.
Seems like they could round third, but couldn't make it home.
You know, this whole debacle really came out of left field.
They were engaged for only 2 years and claimed their relationship was only a shortstop.
The engagement ring must have been beautiful, a solid diamond.
I was really excited to see this wedding. I heard it was going to be a grand slam.
I'm excited to see who's up at bat for J-Lo's affection next.
Now on recent celeb drama, since it is the only current event that doesn't give me a stomach ache, new photos of Russell Crowe have surfaced online, bearing a striking resemblance to Hollywood's other bombastic bearded baddie, Jack Black.
I mean, they're both musicians. They're both funny. Why don't they just combine to make a character so strong that they tear the fabric of time?
Bombastic bearded baddie. Oh goodness, no. The last thing we need is a British Nacho Libre.
At least Jack Black can sing. I know we all remember the catastrophe that was Russell Crowe being cast in the 2012 film Les Miserables. Maybe if the two of them had shared a likeness earlier, we could have had an Oscar-worthy performance of Jack Black in the role of Javert.
You should ask me to do my impression of Crowe in Javert, but would Jack Black's body have made an equally satisfying crunch? I swear that scene is the best ASMR.
I'm kind of scared of you now. Do you think a combo with like Crowe singing, it would make it less miserable?
No.
My vote is to remake School of Rock, but replace all the fun kid songs with Les Mis songs about dying and being dirty.
Everyone's clowning on Crowe for descending into Jack Black territory, but I mean, after a year of COVID, don't we all kind of look like Jack Black now?
And that's why I can't look in the mirror anymore. We'll be right back.
Oh, bye guys.
Welcome back to In Other Words.
I'm Ronan and Ana.
I'm Anna Trussell.
We have eight impression cards, 4 that we can do, 4 that we can't do, or don't know how to do, and then a bunch of movie quotes and other quotes and stuff. So we're gonna try to guess each other's catalog.
Are you good at impressions?
I'm okay. I have a couple in my back pocket.
I've been told I'd make a great voice actor.
Oh, wow.
So watch out.
Okay.
I feel the need for speed. Ka-chow.
I think that's is that Coach Steve? And then Lightning McQueen.
From Cars, yes.
Cars.
You got it right. Wow. Good job.
Sorry.
That means I did a good job.
I'm gonna make him an outside. He can't refuse.
That was definitely Mario. And I think, I've never seen it, but I think it's from The Godfather.
Yeah, that's from The Godfather.
Hasta la vista, baby. Yeah.
Can you do it one more time?
Do you just want me to do it one more time to embarrass myself, or?
A little bit of both. I think I have it, but
Then say it. What is it?
it's Ariana Grande and I don't know movie quotes, man. Terminator?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Jack, I want you to draw me like one of your French girls.
Oh, Lois. Griff. Oh, no, Marge. Or the mom from The Simpsons, right?
Yeah.
Marge. Isn't her name Marge?
Yeah.
You have to tell me if I'm right or not.
Okay, look.
And then, what's the quote again?
Jack, I want you to draw me like one of your
Oh.
French girls.
And the Titanic.
Yeah.
Houston, we have a problem.
Trump and I don't know what movie that's from. Apollo. One of the numbers, 13. Hey.
Yeah, you did it.
Say hello to my little.
Oh.
That sounded a little bit like Marge then. I know it from what you just did.
I can't do it anymore. You just want to guess it?
I forget his name. What the movies? Terminator. Ooh, Scarface. Is that the name of the movie? You just gave me that. I was thinking of James Bond, anyways, and I think it's Donald Duck.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. He's an angry elf. He's a southpaw.
If I didn't already know who it was, I would have zero clue. And that's great.
It's an angry elf.
That's our producer, Caroline.
Yeah. You're right. She uses her hands a lot.
And Elf.
Yeah.
Don't call me. Don't come by my house. We're done.
The Rob Capron from Diary of a Wimpy Kid. And I know you were doing Gavin. It wasn't obvious, but I just saw your card before we started.
Yeah. Shame.
Good job. I won, obviously. I'm a voice actor.
Actually,
Soon to be.
I couldn't guess your voices, so maybe it was me who won. No, I'm just kidding.
That's rude.
How would you have done Gavin? But
No,
don't come
yeah.
to my house, we're done.
Yeah.
That was better.
What about Chris?
Look, it's
Then don't come by my house. We're done.
we're done.
We're done.
Speaking of which,
We're
done.
done.
Welcome back to In Other Words, Bailey. I said that we were gonna dress up a little bit.
Ronan, you told me to dress up. Those were your exact words, and I thought we were both going to dress up in giraffe onesies. That's what we had coordinated.
I told you semi-formal. Bailey, it's mid-April, and do you know what that means?
The trees are blossoming, and spring is finally upon us.
No, it means that award season is over. The glitz and glam have come and gone this year and have left us hung out to dry. But Bailey, there's still one more influential award show coming up.
Is it Ithaca College's Just Desserts ceremony honoring the best in television and radio at IC?
No, even though that is happening. Of course I'm talking about the Fasties. The Fasties are a real awards show meant to honor all of the likes of the best fast food. Awards range from best breakfast to best chicken nuggets to best soft serve ice cream and even to best new menu item.
Well, at this point, I feel like we'll have an award show for anything.
Exactly. So today, for this week's new weekly segment that we're only doing once, I present to you the In Other Words Friends, Family, and Fishes award show. It's time for the first award.
The first award for the night for Best Boring Hometown Hangout Spot goes to Target.
The Most Likely to Steal My Heart award goes to Panera.
The Most Likely to Spark a Civil Uprising award goes to Twitter. Pretty obvious choice there.
The Twitter Cringe award goes to Elon Musk and Tesla, also pretty obvious.
The Receipts So Long You Can Knit Them Into a Blanket award goes to CVS.
Most likely to be accused of a human rights violation goes to Amazon.com.
Similarly, the award for Best Rainforest, named after an e-commerce company, goes to Amazon again, our first double win of the night.
The award for Best Fruit, named after a tech company, goes to Apple.
The award for Best Body Part, named after a mass media company, goes to Disney.
And most likely to run into the girl who bullied you from high school goes to Stop and Shop.
Most status enhancing for middle schoolers goes to Starbucks. Got my venti latte.
Most likely to be involved in a missing persons case goes to Craigslist.
Most plagued by theater kids goes to IHOP at 1 a.m. I thought it could have gone to Denny's.
It was a tough race. Most likely to be connected to a Ponzi scheme is Comcast.
Owner of the most popular app on mom's smartphones, Groupon.
The Best Award, Just Best Go Queen Award goes to Wegmans.
Praise be to Wegmans. Most likely to reawaken the child within me, Medieval Times.
Apparently only a small chain I didn't know people don't know is Stu Leonard's.
Most likely to be where your parents tell you they're getting divorced, Applebee's.
The MVP award goes to Johnson & Johnson.
Most likely to be the cause of a fight between me and my father, ESPN.
Most likely to cause an E. coli breakout in the 90s. That's right. You're getting an award for this in 2021. Goes to Jack in the Box.
Most likely to leave me alone crying in the parking lot because I lost the Little League game. Dad.
The Who TF Eats Here award goes to... Actually, it's a tie between Arby's and Long John Silver's.
Most likely to cry. Most likely to see me crying in their parking lot. Walmart.
And finally, the most family-friendly award goes to Papa John's.
Well, I had fun with that.
Me too. You can claim your award at nowhere. This isn't real. Life is a life. The simulation is melting our brains. Go read a book. We'll be right back.
Welcome back to In Other Words, and boy oh boy do we have a doozy for you this week. Tonight we'll be looking towards northeast China, where a minority subgroup known as the Uyghur are under serious oppressive control. There are approximately 12 million Muslim Uyghur in the Xinjiang Autonomous Region of China. The Han Chinese, who share this region with the Uyghur, aren't really fans of the Uyghur, so much so that the government has placed over 1 million of them into what they refer to as re-education centers, where they attempt to conform religious ideals. Usually when I don't want someone to do something, putting them into an internment camp is my absolute last resort. But hey, that's just me. China must really not like the freedom of self-expression. The Uyghur detainees in those camps are subject to food and sleep deprivation, as well as physical and mental torture. You know, classic summer camp things. Because as the old saying goes, when in doubt, if you would disagree with someone, wipe them out completely.
a policy not far from what we saw during the Second World War. Entering and exiting the camps is all but impossible for both residents and journalists, meaning there are few reports of what actually occurs within them. The few images we have received are aerial, showing images that are total replicas of internment camps throughout history. They have assured the media that the watchtowers are just Tuscan design. But as long as they say it's all good, right? It's like my high school lunch lady telling me she's feeding us beef. Ms. Cruz, you don't have to lie to us. The cat's out of the bag. We know we're definitely not eating animal meat if it has the same consistency as Laffy Taffy. The Uyghur have protested the oppression for years, many of them calling for their own state, others placing attacks to get the message across. Over 200 people have died during the riots. Violence is completely ingrained into everything that surrounds the issue. The Xinjiang claim that they use cutting-edge technology to observe the area outside the camps, making it kind of sound like Apple made an advertisement for a police state. Like, sure, we're watching your every move, but just know it's the clearest 4K you'll ever see. Family members and students away at school return home to discover their relatives have disappeared completely. Students are often told their performance will affect the length of their family's stay within the camps, meaning the world is relying on 16-year-olds to protect their families from racial genocide, all while being good students. In this country, 16-year-olds can't even remember to turn on the oven before their mom gets home for the frozen fries they make for themselves. Naturally, reports of the internment camps have reached other nations, leading to 22 nations releasing a statement condemning the Chinese control in the region, which is about as useful as a teacher making a bully apologize. Like, hey, we talked and kind of thought maybe the whole genocide thing you're doing wasn't cool. Anyways, carry on. And America isn't blameless in this. Not only did we not join the 22 UN countries' agreed statement on the matter, it wasn't until recently that the US banned imports from the area. And the worst part is, we still use their imports. Big corporations like Nike, Apple, BMW, and Samsung benefit from the forced Uyghur labor directly. The Trump administration was radio silent on the crisis going on in Xinjiang. On the literal last day, former Secretary of State Mike Pompeo stated the situation should be labeled genocide. This is basically like not attending your classes all semester and then showing up on the last day and saying, "Oh, hey, what's up, professor? Man, it's really been a hot minute, hasn't it? Here's my thesis paper and homework assignments from freshman year." President Biden has since confirmed and further solidified the claim that the Xinjiang created oppressive internment facilities for genocide. In recent months, they've only continued to construct more and more of these camps, meaning it is only the beginning. In other words, the issue is nothing short of complete ethnic and racial genocide. Go to SaveUyghur.org for more information on getting involved in bringing an end to oppression. Thank you for tuning in, and have a good night.